Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the channel. Oh my god, there's so many different banners coming up this weekend and a lot of should you summons to answer. Well, that's what we're going to go through in this video. Without further ado, let's dig in. Alright guys, yeah, so there's so many things going on this weekend. I do have some priority summoning that you should be doing, but first I just want to mention that Smile 1 is doing an extra 10% discount pop-up event going on right now. I believe it's in here if you want to see the details, and it is right here. This is the top-up event rewards. It's going to be from the 29th to the 9th. Essentially, you're going to get extra top-up discounts, so when you spend a certain amount, which is all right in here, 999 W gold, 1999 W gold, 2999 W gold, etc, 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 you're gonna get these rewards here. So for example, if you spend $5, you're gonna get 2 rare summoning crystals, auto fight chance times 10, and huge stamina potion times 1. If you spend, what is this, 100, you get 300 diamonds, ancient summoning crystals times 2, huge stamina potion times 2, etc, etc. You can go out here in the event notice, multi-platform May top-up discount, and you can see this right in there with all of the rules, which is really nice that they're actually putting this on here directly. If you do decide to spend, please check out smile1.prospector.gg. It is my exclusive Smile 1 link that is going to help you support the channel, support the website, support everything that I'm doing here. And I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind using my link. Anyways, back into the summons this weekend. We have the Sage's Invocation, and I think we're going to just start with that, and that's the best way to go here. This is going to be Wukong. Now, Wukong is one of the best fighter units as far as damage, and quite a bit of utility goes in the game. There's not many units that are much better than him. I would say, personally, I think Kagiri is, but it could be argued that he is the best fighter in the game. I'm not on that page, but it could be argued. Now, he's going to have a lot of stuns for APOC 2. He's going to have a lot of damage for Abyss 1. Actually, he's one of the most sought after units for Abyss 1. A lot of content because he has that 2-tile range going in front of him, and he also has this really weird ultimate range where he hits 70% damage 18 times. He does so much damage. He has these clones that come out. They all do stuns. They all do rage regen when they're removed from the fight. So I mean, this unit in and alone is definitely worth going for. There's going to be a few things to mention here. So if you already have yourself a Wukong and he's Awakened 5, obviously you're not going to want to summon. I'm not really a big fan of using the reset book idea that people have been saying, and what that is basically is say you put 2 soul stones into your Awakened 3 Wukong, and now you want to go and you want to summon for him and try to see if you can get 1 or 2 copies and get those soul stones back, and then use your reset book. Honestly, I think that there's better things to use your reset book on. You could. It would be a fair idea if you wanted to do that. But, you know, I'm one of those in that scenario where I actually put 2 soul stones into my Wukong to get him A5, and I'm okay with them staying there to save myself some summons, especially for some stuff that's coming up in the future. Also, I do think that Kagiri will be coming up, so if you did miss out on Kagiri, there's going to be an opportunity coming up in the future where you're going to want to summon like crazy for him, okay? At Awaken level 3, he's going to go wild. Wukong, his big damage boost is actually at Awaken level 5, and until then, Kagiri's A3 just destroys everything Wukong, and then Kagiri's A3 is pretty much on par as far as damage against bosses go with Wukong's A5. Now, should you summon for him? Yes. If you don't have a copy of Wukong, you should summon. If your Wukong is not A5, you should summon, and you should summon until you get him A5. Pretty much just drain everything you got to get him to Awaken 5 if you can, or as close as you can get it. And I wish you guys luck on that. I hope that it goes well. I know when I summoned for Wukong, it was during the, what was that, New Year's event, Christmas event that was going on, and man, I went to like 1600 summons or something like that. And I believe I ended up at awakened level 3, and then I used 2 soul stones. I had to use 2 soul stones to get him awakened level 5. So that was the goal going into it. I did expect to actually hit it much earlier. I think I pulled like, man, it was like 15 plus legendaries, and I only got 4 Wukong. So I mean, it's not bad, but you know. Anyways, now if you don't want to summon on that, say you got yours awakened 5, you don't want to do the reset book thing, you don't want to whatever, you don't need the Wukong for whatever reason, then we're left with the special invocation of spirits and the special divine summoning, which is going to be Yuri and Lord Phineas. Now, if you didn't see my video, I did just use Yuri on an APOC 2 run, hitting 405k blood, or mech fragments, I'm sorry. And she did about 400 million, and she was at awakened level 1. Now, that's not the only thing that she's good for. She's going to be really good for Arena. Right now, she is a top tier unit. Number 1 or number 2 next to Lady Alexandra. She's really, really, really good in anti-air Arena. So she's going to be able to use her ultimate. She hits the unit that she's on, and it can chain reaction further and further away until she picks off those units off on the side, which only so many units can do these days. Very, very strong unit. Is she kind of niche? I guess you could say that. But technically, I think for Void Rift, she's amazing. For Gear Raid 3, she's amazing. There's a lot of places that Yuri is really, really good. She's definitely a 4-star to 5-star hero. So somewhere in that range. Now, Lord Phineas, if you have Soul Cadence and you are trying to beat Abyss 1, this is where Lord Phineas really pops. You know, it's going to be Abyss 1. He's going to do really good in APOC 2 as well. I would say if you don't at least have a copy, maybe try to pick one up. I believe he even has, yeah, he does have a stun. Where is it? Oh, okay, so it's on his, actually it's on his artifact, so it's an exclusive artifact. He does a damage reduction as well, which is very few units that can actually do this. So he's very, very special. He also buffs his allies around him with the crit damage increase. He has this nice, really cool, like, Viking's Flame going on. A lot of things that Lord Phineas is amazing for, including just raw damage. Now, if you pair him with a Soul Cadence A1 on Abyss 1, he can take you to the 3rd Magic Shield, which is really, really hard to get through, but he can do a really good job of taking care of you and getting you further and definitely bringing up your score quite a bit there. So for the special invocation of spirits, I think if you don't have a Yuri, you should probably pick up a copy just for Arena at the very minimum. And if you're trying to beat Abyss 1 and you do happen to have a Soul Cadence right now, it's going to be a good idea to try to shoot for the moon, get yourself Lord Phineas. Maybe this banner is best for you if you're already sitting on your A5 Wukong. Otherwise, still prioritize that Wukong. Now, there's a special ancient summoning, and I think this one is a big debate. And I think people want to say that Cassiel is not a good unit, that it's all hype. I'm telling you right now that it is not hype. A0 to A1 Cassiel does a very good job keeping up very close to Wukong's A5 damage in Abyss 1, which is his main use case. He's very good at APOC 2. He put about 2 or 3 stuns up, but his damage is just incredible. So you're going to want to try to pick yourself a copy up of this guy. The worry is, and I understand it because I'm in the same boat, right? The worry is that you're going to risk triggering your Lord Pity and probably pull yourself an Araka. If you already have an Araka, you don't typically need another one. Her awakenings aren't really that special. They don't really help her out that much, besides the Awaken 2, which is more faction-based damage added to airborne units. So yeah, I could see right now I'm afraid to pull on it too. I'm afraid to pull on it. I do want a Cassiel, but my luck pulling legendaries on the ancients has always been really rough. So typically I go all the way to Lord Pity just to hit a legendary and I get a Lord, or I'll get like an Ajax or something like that. But in this case, I've never ever once pulled on an Ancient's banner for the standard legendary that's in there. It's never worked for me. But there is going to be a very limited amount of legendaries that are in there, because it's going to be Ancient exclusives only that you're competing with. So your chances of pulling him if you do hit a legendary is really high, but keep in mind that there is no pity on just standard legendaries. There's only pity on the lords. I believe that is correct in saying that, so I'm going to be pretty confident in saying that. Now, again, I want to say and reiterate that this guy is a powerhouse, okay? He is an absolute powerhouse. Just to put this in perspective, the video I did testing Cassiel, I had him in there with Yuri and Wukong. Of course, he didn't keep up with the A5 Kagiri, but he was, so I think the Wukong was at like 53 million. He hit about 42 on one of his runs at Awakened 1. It all depends on whether or not he can get past that second physical shield with the two of them, and he can definitely do that. And his damage is incredible. So if you can keep up with anywhere near Wukong damage, then your damage is on par with one of the top fighter units in the game. That's all I can really say about that. He's roughly 10% to 12% short of Wukong's damage. And he has some really cool utility with him as well, where he's able to offer like Fortified Blessing, where he shares 35% of the damage taken by the ally one tile ahead of him. They get that Fortified Blessing buff. You can't see it physically, but he also offers a damage reduction, which I believe goes to, yep, 30%. So he's just another one of those rare units that offers you damage reduction. He's very, very good, very interesting, and a very useful unit. So I do think that you should try for him, especially if you don't have a Raka. Maybe you'd be more inclined to, but if you do have a Raka, I can understand if you decide to just completely bail on this banner and not even give it a shot. Guys, I think that's all I have. Just to make sure that you have your Wukong at the end of this event, because this is the most important unit that's in these banners this weekend. There's really nobody on the banners this weekend that is more important than this young, very wild-spirited young man right here. Or I should say wild monkey, I guess. Whatever you want to call him. But anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, remember to check out prospector.gg if you want to check out some hero guides, see how to build some units, have how to build them in each of their hero guides pages. So you can select the gear sets, the artifacts, everything is right there. What substats and main stats you want to be looking for as well. And also, don't forget to check out smile1.prospector.gg to help support the website, help support the channel, help support me. I do appreciate every single one of you. It's been amazing this last year or so. You guys have done an amazing job supporting me and the channel. But anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.